What are the questions you want to ask? See, one thing, please don't go with, when you hear about Hajj and you look at television, the television brings you all these adverts, yeah? Sometimes the people who advertise, sometimes are the worst people. They've got the money to advertise. Advertising doesn't mean they're the best, okay? What you want to do is go to the internet, type in Google, type in Hajj reviews. I think it's called hajjreviews.com. Now what you'll see is you'll see a list of people who've been with certain companies, all the different companies out there. Type in the company inside there and then find out what people have said. You're going to get a lot of mixed reviews. Sometimes what happens is one company takes you out this year, they've done a really bad job, they've botched it all up. And sometimes they could be better the next year. The best way to find out which group to go with is you ask the people who've been with them before. So last year, did you know anyone that went with this group? Do you know people who went the previous year with this group? If you do, go and ask them. Go and ask the people in the community. They're the best people who tell you whether you want to go with them or not. They'll tell you all the budgets, all the hidden things. They're hidden things. Yes, brother. Hidden things that when you get over there and things go wrong, they go, Haji sabr, sabr Haji. They want you to take your sabr out now. Use your sabr. Don't say anything. Just keep your mouth shut. Let me make my money. No, listen, mate. Why didn't you tell me about this stuff? So what kind of stuff am I talking about? Well, the first thing you want to ask them, let's say for example, I want to tell you first thing, ask the people you know who've been with them. Second is go to Hajj reviews, or there's other reviews that are coming up on the internet. Find out comparatively who's saying what. Some people will be, seriously, some people will be swearing at some of these companies. And some people will be praising them. So go and find out, do your research. Next thing, what do you do? Well, when you pick the phone up, don't get tied into giving them money straight away. They're all going to say to you, okay, mashallah, these are the prices, this is whatever, that's it. We'll hold your price till tomorrow or till next week or 2 weeks time. And if you don't pay us by then, you're not going to get a seat with us. They're talking a load of nonsense. Unless it's just 4 weeks before the Hajj season, that's when they're losing all their seats. If it's Ramadan or if it's before Ramadan, right, and you're phoning up to try and go for Hajj, don't fall for the game that they're going to, be out of seats. And the other thing you do is that they're going to tell you that you should give a deposit. Don't give no deposit. None of these companies, they say, sorry brother, have a nice day, goodbye. Get off the phone. Why? Because once they take a deposit of you, even if you change your mind, a lot of them won't give your deposit money back. You lose £100, £200 for nothing. And they will take that for nothing. Absolutely nothing. They don't need to take that money from you. So what are the questions you're going to ask them? Well, first ask them, you're going to ask them how long it is. Okay, maybe you're going for a 2 weeks one, some people go for a 3 weeks one, fine. You're going to ask them about the hotels. So they'll say you this hotel in Makkah and that hotel in Medina, fine. Can you ask them whether you're going to stay for the entire 2 weeks in just both these hotels? Ask them whether there's going to be a single night either in a different hotel or a single night without a hotel. You're going to think, what? A single night without a hotel? Yeah, brother. See, what they do here? The prices for those 5 days of Hajj is very, very, very expensive. They're paying probably maybe, £600 per night, £400 per night for a Hajj to stay in the hotel. If they can somehow make you travel to Medina by night time on the coach, that means they lose 1 day. Yeah, they're saving £400 per Haji extra. If they've got 100 people, £400, how much is that? 40k, brother! You save. If you can save that one night, you see the scams that are going on? So you better ask them whether every single night you've got it booked. And get that, if you can get it in writing. And the other one you want to look at for is the IATA, this stamp, IATA, whether they've actually been regulated. And the other thing you want to see is that if they are legitimately under the Saudi, the Saudi embassy has got certain companies that they directly give their visas out to. You'd rather go with them and not a sub-agent. See, there are sub-agents that buy visas from others. There's a whole game going out there because there are original people who were there from before, they get the visas straight away. And what they do, let's say they've got 600 visas. They know they can't sell 600 visas. They will keep 300 for themselves, 300 they'll give out, and they'll sell for a higher price to others who cannot get a direct visa from the Saudi embassy. But the others, sub-agents, they're not regulated. And even if you grass them up to the Saudi embassy, nothing's going to happen. But if you go with someone who's directly under the Saudi embassy, getting their visas direct from them, then if you tell the Saudi embassy how they messed you up, they may lose their next year's visa. And you want to go with them because you can seriously get them. You can go to your embassy, and I'll tell you, they'll tell you you can't do anything out there. But I'll tell you one thing, you can do everything out there, and I'll tell you the procedures of it, but you need to make sure that you've made those moves first. That they've got their IATA symbol on there, they've been regulated, they've got the visas directly from the embassy.